Hello everyone, my name is Daniela Lara, and today we are going to talk about participatory action research in the EFL classroom. So let's start. What is participatory action research? Well, participatory action research is a subgroup of action research, and also it is considered an alternative to traditional research because it's trying to improve education. For example, changing in curriculum, planning process. So it seeks completely collaboration by all participants. So participatory action research is more democratic and collaborative. Key principles of participatory action research. This type of research try to improve social practice and also it enhances objective participation. So participatory action research is collaborative and focuses on critical analysis. On the other hand, some of characteristics of this type of research are democratic, that means everyone can join and give their opinions. Equitable, it means we respect that every person has value. Liberating, helps people feel free. Deliberating, problems that make life harder for someone. And life enhancing, it means supporting people so they can grow, learn, and live in a good and happy way. Now we will analyze an example in order to apply participatory action research. The potential issue in the classroom is the lack of motivation in speaking activities. This issue affects academic performance in English and limits the development of essential communication skills, so many students feel bored, desmotivated, anxious. So, applying participatory action research would allow the students to be more involved in finding more engaging and meaningful ways to practice speaking. Who will be involved in the process? First, teacher. Teacher is the facilitator and observe all the process. Students who are active protagonists and the diagnostic, propose, and implementation. And maybe other possible actors could be academic coordinators, school psychologists, and maybe parents if it is necessary. Participatory action research process. The first steps is identify the problem. For example, through surveys or group discussions, students express their feelings about the speaking activities, so the issue is defined based on their life experiences. Also, collaborative analysis, where students and the teacher reflect on the root causes. Design of solutions, for example, in small groups, students propose ways to make speaking more engaging, for example, with games, use of songs, and so on. Implementation, the new activities are applied in class, so everyone participate actively and the teacher take notes. Evaluation, students and teacher evaluates together. Did it work? And it's also important to remember that a participatory action research is not one-time action, so the cycle can repeat with new problems. Methods or tools. First, focus groups will fill notes because they allow a group discussion about the problem and also possible solutions. Second one, participant observation with reflective diary because it allows the teacher to observe different behaviors. Third one, surveys with questionnaires in order to collect data from many students and useful for identifying patterns. And finally, interviews with recording or writing records. It is useful for individual opinions. Challenges and benefits in this example. Challenges. It can be difficult to sustain active participation in all the process. Also, differences in opinions and the time needed to plan and implement participatory action research. Benefits, great sense of belonging and student participation, more collaboration, an emphatic classroom environment, improve performance, motivating in speaking, and also development of critical thinking. Thank you for your attention.